Well, hello, scrappy friends. Today is Make Hard class, and that might be news to you as far as the time goes. I had announced that I would do a special noon time. Hi, Deb. All right, you got the memo. That's great. Um, I'm hoping that maybe this works out for y'all in the summer months because I know with it still being light at 7, sometimes people tend to be more out and about, and so I thought we'd try a noontime card class. And then because it's summer and why not? Not that my schedule changes during the summer, but for some of y'all it does. Then we'll meet up in person tonight and do card class in person. Hi, Linda. Um, so that will be at Jimmy Hula's tonight. So you can do it now or and do your cards now with us or hang out. Of course, I will be giving away um, TM credits as I always do. And there's a promo going on now at Creative Memories. It's a buy get promo. So if you spend $135, then you get to pick a bundle. Can you hold on a second? I have to take this phone call. Just 1 second. Well, I missed it. I'll call them back. Okay. It wasn't my kids or anything, but it was an important call I needed to get, but I wasn't quick enough. I did not quit think fast enough on my feet. Of course, they always call when you're right in the middle of something. Okay, so card class. Let's get into some quick announcements before we get into our card class. And as I said, you're welcome to do the cards now with us. If you're in town and you want to show up tonight to Jimmy Hula's, that's great. If you haven't purchased your kit, I have extras. You can do it at Jimmy Hula's tonight. So that's Jimmy Hula's in Port Orange. There are a few of them. There's one in Lake Mary. There's one in Ormond Beach. But we will be at the Port Orange Jimmy Hula's tonight. All right. As I was saying, is a buy get bundle, buy get promo going on at Creative Memories right now. So you can purchase this fun 6-inch punch. It's like a sunburst, or you can pick the lighthouse one. All right. I'm still taking registrations for Retreat to the Mountains in Brevard. Hi, Carol. Good to see you. And also Helen, Georgia. Super excited about both of those. And of course, we've got Lakeland next weekend. Okay. I know you all were thinking I was going to do a big announcement today. So those of you watching, I will give you a little bit of a sneak peek. We are over $5,000 right now, but we're waiting. I talked to Kirsten. She wants to do the whole total amount from Splash Mob Week. So we're waiting on a couple numbers from some of our partners throughout the week. So once we get those in, then those numbers in, then we will do a big announcement. And I have a fun video with the cannonballs. Hopefully you saw the video that Kirsten and I did of all of our cannonballs. Funny, we miscounted. So we did 2 in Gina's name, and then I added a bonus one. So we ended up doing 13 cannonballs. And so you guys are amazing. We obviously we broke our record. We're over $5,000, and that's just from the cannonballs and the event itself. So, thanks everyone. So that was super fun. We have to come up with some ideas to get some more people in the room to bring them into the Cannonballs family for September for Crop for Grain Gold. So yeah, so we'll be working on that the next meeting. But don't worry, we will announce the big grand total, and I know you're going to be so excited when you see that total. All right, so like I said, tonight we're doing these cards right now, and it will be saved on YouTube. So if you're watching later, and if you're on subscription, obviously you can put them together with us right now, or later by watching the video. But if you're in town and you feel like coming to hang out, you can meet us at 6:30 at Jimmy Hula's in Port Orange. It's right beachside, right over the Dunlawton Bridge next to Dairy Bar and Dunes Brewing. And you can come make your cards with us there tonight. All right, Project Recipe is next week. I keep doing this to y'all. I switched it. I was gonna try to do all my lives at noon, but that one I forgot. I already have an appointment at noon that day. So that one will be at 7. So confusing. I think it's correct on the website. The PDF is up there now. So if you register for Project Recipe next week, you will get the link to the PDF. We'll do that next week. Scrappapalooza, that is out on the website now. Sorry, my little banner is covering over that, but it's at the Port Orange VFW, August 16th and 17th. So that's a couple months away. But I just put that up there. It's a 2-day festival, scrappy fun. We did it last year. It was a good time. You're going to pick whether you want to do a 2-page spread or cards at the event. All right, thanks if you've already subscribed to YouTube, or if you're watching by YouTube, welcome. Or if you're watching later, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. It is the best way to watch past videos, because in Facebook, they just get lost in the posts. All right, and as a reminder, make sure you say hey if you're watching so that you are entered in the drawing today. We miss you, Deb, but we know you're where you're supposed to be. So we will take comfort in that, even though we miss having you at the things. All right, let's switch this camera over. And thank you, Deb, for walking for cannonballs this week. That was great that you posted pictures. I do have a little wrap-up video that I'm just waiting for the big grand total, and then I can share that. So these are the cards we are making today. Now, I used this kit, the Floral Essential Teal Embellishments, to make this kit. Okay, Casey, hi. Oh, that's great, Deb. What great news. Wow. Okay. Yay. So hopefully they got, or they're going to take it out, or they're able to remove it. Thank you so much for letting us know. All right. Okay, so you know the drill. You're going to open up your kit, and then you're going to just slide out the whole stack. Just the way it is, intact. You've got a variety. You kind of have a hodgepodge of foam squares. So I'm gonna cut mine up to hit some of the smaller pieces. But I know that some of you have your own large stash of them. Careful, I just lost my hello when I picked this little pack up. So we're gonna, this is the first card we're doing. So go ahead and take that first stack off. We are gonna need just one of the, probably the big one that you have. We're gonna use that for just that one flower. So in here, you're gonna pull out your 3 big flowers. There's 3 big ones that look like this. And so we'll come back and we'll do all of the epoxy stickers at the end. Yay, Deb. Praise God. All righty. What a blessing. All right. So we're going to go ahead and fold this. And if you don't have one of these Creative Memories bone folders, so handy for $5. So that's just a regular fold. Then we're going to add on this shimmer bluish gray paper. Then we're going to go right to the edge with this teal paper. And then we're going to add this white one in so it's equal spaced around the edge. Okay, so those are the first 3 layers. You can go ahead and stick those down. That's what I will do. Now, as I flipped this over, I am reminded that this teal piece has another option. So if you prefer to go with this brighter side than the muted side, of course you can do that, but you never need permission from me to go off-roading your card your way. It's just like that burger place where you get to have it your way, or so they say. All right. So that's going to go like that because I want an equal distance of the shimmer showing there on those edges. And then I put this straight all the way to the edge. But of course, if you want to leave that, or if you want to leave some blue like that, you can do either of those things. Again, don't have to give you permission to do that. I'm just giving you some options. I'm going to go ahead and take my hello. Now, I did not want to deprive you of the opportunity to poke out the little inside pieces. So go ahead and do that. And then this is going to go down right down here in that corner, if you like. And I like down there in that corner. So that's where I'm going to put it. I am going to use my precision point adhesive to attach that little hello. I like this hello. I've used this in the past and I think I'll continue to use it. It's so small and dainty. I don't know. I'm not small and dainty, but it's a cute little die cut. So now you're gonna kind of piece these on. Now I did not pop up anything but this one on the edge. So you kind of have to play with them to get them to fit how you want it, so that they kind of are almost interlocking. I think maybe I kind of like it like that. Kind of spin them around. And so I'm just going to add some regular adhesive on the back of this. Now I like to do it just in the middle to kind of let the, I forgot how I had this. Once I picked it up, I spent so much time to get it just placed. True, Anita. You can use it for, if you run out of birthday ones, you could use it for a birthday, like hello, and then on the inside, happy birthday. You could also just like thinking of you. You're right. You can use it for many different reasons to mail a card. And let's see. I spent so much time to find the very perfect way how I want to do this. And then, okay, so you notice how these are hanging off. So that's okay. Now what I'm going to do is kind of turn it over and just cut off the 2 little ends. So I didn't have to cut off any part of my sample card, but I let them both kind of hang over on that. So that's it for now. Like I said, we're going to come back and put on your epoxy. The reason I want to do that is I want you to see the cards as a set so that you can decide where you want these colors to go. Because we've got a couple different colors and shades, from light blues to teals to dark. And so you can kind of let those unfold as we work. But that, I'll leave this one, my sample, up there for now. as we pull our pieces for the next one. All right, so the next one, you should have a little Swiss cheese piece that looks like this. And then this peach colored piece, these gears, which is a new border punch, which I really love. And I think I talked about this on a previous live. We're going to put some flowers over that, and you're not even necessarily going to know that it was gears. See, but that's what it is. It's the gear punch. And then of course we're going to add our epoxy stickers. Looks so cute. All right, so, and we're not even going to see that Swiss cheese once we get that folded. So let's go ahead. Listen, I didn't even try to coordinate my my nails to this card kit, but it worked out. I was thinking about Lakeland because our theme is always citrus, because we're kind of in the middle of citrus, Florida citrus county down there, and the agricultural center of Florida, I guess. And so we always have a citrus kind of theme. So we wear citrus colors. So that's why I went with this. But it worked out for today. All right. So that's where we start. Then our next step is to add in our gears. And so that should be sized to fit right on top of this peach paper. And I'm going to use my repositionable tape because it's got the small little dots. It's so great for holy things. You don't want to use it on your self-healing mat though. That's why I kind of moved it to my workspace, because it's much easier to rub off of that. I'm kind of going north of center for this because I want to leave room for the cheers down here. However, if you in your mind would like to put the cheers somewhere else, then you can adjust. You can adjust accordingly. My preferred adhesive for these little dies is actually the Precision Point adhesive, not the repositionable. But that's just my personal preference. Oops, my cheers got a little out of control there for a second. And I like cheers as a card sentiment too, because it can be for any kind of celebration too. It can be for graduation or for birthday. In fact, today is my niece's birthday, my niece Nicole. All right, so now you should have 3 of these little dies. And it might be easier at this point to just dump all these out. But you need 3 of the dark ones and then 3 of these little speckly light colored ones. So 6 total. I think I'm just going to dump all these out so that I can paw through them easier. And we're going to... Oh, I forgot. There's jewels in there too. Now, your jewels, I just noticed that there are holes in this package, which is exciting because you might have lost jewels in your bigger package, or they could just be on the carpet right now. Normally, I put them into tiny little Ziplocs, but your package might be different too. It might be a different type of Ziploc. Now I don't see any of... Oh, here's a jewel, because I just dumped it out on the table. Let's see. Where did they go? There should be 5 of them. I see 2. Hopefully yours are not lost, like apparently mine are. They could be just layered in the cards because, like I said, they could have gotten lost in the bag. Oh dear. Well, hopefully I will... this is why I experience my own packaging the way you do. I give myself. I pack it up. It's completely random, so I get one like you guys do. But it's good for me, even after all these years, to experience the different things that can go wrong in packaging. Oh, wait, let's see. Did they end up in here? I don't see them in there. So hopefully they'll turn up. Sometimes they do. Well, at the end, at any rate, I have two. All right. So now I just put these dark ones on flat, and then these ones I popped up, and I'm just going to use, I'm going to cut one of these. I'm going to cut them like two of these or in half, because I don't need a whole, I just need some for the middle here. So I'm going to go ahead and load on some foam squares onto these. And I need another one of these. And then you're just going to kind of put them random on here. You can kind of go with the flow of your, with the gear and the wheels, as far as if you want to cover them or kind of leave them exposed. So I'm just going to kind of do like this. So I don't want to cover them all the way. And then I'll come back in and add these dark ones kind of like this. So these little flowers just kind of rolling along here. And then I will add just some regular adhesive to those. Some of you love the dimensionals, and like I said, got a whole stash of them along with gems. So some of you are completely unbothered by the gems that escaped from your package because you have gems on gems. All right, so I'm just leaving a little space around the cheers. And then, like I said, we'll come back and we'll add the epoxies at the end to all of them. Just shaking everything out now. I'll probably find them. I'm stepping on them. I'm going to move this one up here. Oh, that's so annoying. Excuse me while I rifle around. All right. Well, just move on to the next. The next one is going to be this congrats. And this one I use the postage stamp border maker. So this one is a side fold open. I'm at a loss for the correct terminology for that. But we're just going to add this dark green base first. We can go ahead and do that first. And then we are going to add this speckle piece. It's just going to give you a slim. Oh, good. Well, that's how many you're supposed to have, Anita. Or you can also flip this over to the heart side if you prefer. I kind of like this little speckly side just because you can see the congrats a little better, I think, on that. All right. And then, all right, let's not, I only have two of you. Let's not lose you. All right. Then you've got your little, like I said, this is the newest postage stamp border maker cartridge. I did a tool time with Tara on this, but it's a really fun punch because you have your punches, but then you also can use the little stamp parts. And that's actually, I added it to the inside. So before I lose it, because it's just that kind of day, I am going to add that there. And then this is going to go on here. Now you can see what I did. I kind of tucked in these different things. So let's grab those pieces. You want the dark green. There's 2 leaves. And then 2 of these little, I don't know, I guess they're like baby's breath almost. Maybe not, because I don't think the leaves of baby's breath are like that. But we're going to just kind of tuck them in, and you're going to use the leaves to kind of cover the stems. Like this stem is going to kind of go behind here like that. And so you're just going to kind of tuck in the greenery. Now what I did was I took, again, a little piece of this foam square, and I just added it to like this middle part of this flower like that, just to kind of boost up that section. So just to lift these little flower parts just a tad. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply some repositionable adhesive to this piece so that I'm going to do it over here so I don't ruin my mat. I'm just doing it on the sides. I'm kind of not doing it under these little middle ladder sections for better, if that's what I'm calling them, so that I can tuck these little pieces underneath. And so you kind of just want to play with how obviously I don't want to do that because then easier said than done. I just kind of want to play around with how I'm tucking these. This one, I guess, isn't going to get tucked all the way under. So just kind of like that. One's coming off this way, one's going off that way. And then you can add these leaves. And I'm just kind of putting adhesive up at the top part where the stem is. And I'm hiding the stem part like under under the little flowers itself. Hopefully that makes sense, so that you don't have all these little things poking around. So I'm just going to kind of go like that. And now if you do have your gemstones, I'm going to add these 2 so that I don't lose them. So I'm just going to add those 2 like that. And then until I locate my other ones or get into my stash. And then of course we want to add the congrats. And I'm going to also do that with precision point adhesive. And I tend to focus on loops and points of letters when I use the precision point adhesive. So I don't feel like I have to cover every little inch, but kind of the points that are going to stick up. And of course, my whatchamacallit would be good here. My yeah, these things, tweezers. Looks like, oh no, there is some on there. I was thinking I didn't put any on that C, but that is not true. All right, so congrats. Again, that would be good for any type of thing you need to congratulate someone for. Goodness, this was It's a little messy with my adhesive there. But that's it for that one. Except I just need to get, I know I'm gonna find them, I think, over in this pile somewhere. Probably got stuck in the envelopes, because if they came out, or maybe while I was packing it up, maybe they're on my floor somewhere. This could be a whole catastrophe. I won't use those packages again with the little silly holes, that's for sure. All right. I will move this one over here. Move this one up into the hot seat. And, well, actually, this is the one we're making now. I just love this card. It's very happy, I think. And don't lose your tittle. See that in there? That is not garbage. You need that for your eye. Now, you could probably get away with not doing it or using an epoxy sticker for it. But try to keep track of that. And there are two sides, so you don't want the light colored side, you want the dark colored side for your tittle for your eye. All right, now this is just a regular standard fold here, but you might have noticed that we have a cutout going on. So you are going to need a pair of scissors, and you are going to start down at the bottom. So you want the little like arches, the round part facing that way. And you're just going to fussy cut this out. So we're going to go down to the next level, and then we're going to fussy cut that down to the next level. And then we're going to, well, really, you have some freedom to kind of cut out as much or as little as you want. So I'm just going to kind of keep going down a level. Let's see, how far down? How low can you go? I think I went over up one. It doesn't matter, because you're going to cover a lot of it with, so I didn't make it like, I went lower toward the top. What is the word I'm looking for? So it's not symmetrical. Like I didn't go in right at the middle. So I'm kind of going down to this point, and then I'm going to go back up. So see how I did that? I'm just kind of following these arches. So it really doesn't matter. Like I said, you could also just plop the whole page down, but I do like the way the white, obviously, it'd be hard to see this high if you didn't notch out some of this. Like if you just plopped the whole paper on, then you're not going to be able to see that high. So this is just something that you can save for something else or just get rid of it. Now you want to move this kind of off the edge, because you've got this little piece that is going to go on the side, and you see it as like the stitching. So I use the perforating blade on the Creative Memories 12-inch trimmer for that. And I like to do that, like just give it like a little stitching effect. Oh, don't put it that close. I'm so used to doing that. You want to leave like a 1/2 inch. Obviously, you're not going to go all the way to the edge over here. And then that will, you'll add this piece on here. Hey, Frida. Welcome, welcome. So you can, so we're just going to leave a little bit of that white exposed. And then I think I'm going to add my flowers first and see how I've tucked them in, and I'm adding these dark ones first. They kind of have like a shadow effect because they're under these lighter color ones. Something like that. And then you can go back and add these other ones on. Oh, now I just realized I cut on the sample, I cut it, it was longer, but I'm sure yours are all cut the way mine is. So you're going to have a white border there on the top and bottom, which isn't on this one. And so then you can add on these wherever you like, and you just kind of want to leave space for your high. So maybe I will go ahead and add, I'm going to put the adhesive on these once I find the place that I like for them to go. That one's going to go there. This one's going to go here. And I'm just kind of filling in this spot here. So they're overlapping. And now I have enough room for my high. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in before I add my other flowers on so that I don't lose that space. Yeah, I'm great for doing that. So I'm going to put, you should have plenty of room there for your high. And remember, you want the dark side out, which matches actually the pattern of the paper here. If you go the other side, it's going to be a checkered, and also your H is going to be the wrong direction. So I'm going to just put the little dot of glue there. And we're going to add our high. Okay. And then looks like I popped up these two. And so I'm just going to use these. Like I said, I gave you a variety. You might not have what I have, but we don't use a ton of the foam in this card kit. So now I'm going to go back in and kind of place these, and I might put this one down a little further. The high, because of the way I notched it out, was in a slightly different place on my sample. But let's see. I like to play with them as I'm positioning. I think I'm going to go. So this is definitely going to be a tad different than the way my sample one. But yours are different than mine too, I'm sure. Even if you're one that likes to do it you know, by direction and not by feel. But that's what makes some fun handmade cards, right? All right. So now that one's done except for the epoxy, and we're going to come back again. We're going to do all the epoxy at the end, which we're almost there. We just have one more card to do. And that's this one. So this is our fun fold. And so this one is ready to go for you. I'm still looking. Billy Gems. All right. I'm going to be looking for gems forever. All right, so this is scored. It's very light, but you should be able to see a score mark right at there. All right. Now this this bright Kelly green is going to go over here. Let me move this one so that you can this where we're headed. So that piece is going to go there. So let's go ahead and attach that so that we get that out of the way. So you want to have equal distance around, well, not like that. Yikes. Let me do it like this so I can see what I'm doing. Right. So that goes there. And then we want this polka dot piece. Now this is the same paper, right? Both sides of the same paper. This will not fit here. So you want this smaller piece, and that's going to go on there. So go ahead and attach that. Now for your happy birthday, speaking of lost tittles, like we almost lost the I in the other one, I went ahead, if it was stayed in the paper, I left it attached. If yours is loose in your card kit, then make sure you don't lose that little dot for your eye. The pack that I got, it stayed attached and I didn't force it out. I started popping them out for you when I was making them. And then I thought, no, you know, the ones that stay right in the paper, they are going to be easier to not lose, easier to keep track of. So I'm going to come back to that. But now we've got this pretty peachy color, and we're going to attach the white to the top of that. Now, I already done messed up. If you're 2 steps behind me, that is good, because I folded down this corner. Now I've just added adhesive all to it. So if I stopped you in time, what we're doing is we're making a little pocket for our greenery here. And so this is going to fold down. Now, I think in this case, I'm okay with, and I'm not going to fold it so it's like a hard fold. I'm kind of leaving it puffed up a little bit. I'm just going to attach it down at the very edge. All right. So then I've made this little pocket that we can add our little greens to. You do want to attach it to your card first, and we want it equal distance from the edges there. And I have this little piece of, okay. But you obviously you don't want to go past here with your adhesive, or you're going to seal your card shut. So whether you do it visually or however you do it, I know I'm not going to go past this line here. So, but I do want to fill it with a decent amount of adhesive, since it's going to do all the work there. Oh, that's fun. Okay. So kind of like that. And the reason I want to attach that is because I need to know how far up I can go with these fun flowers. Okay. So I want to be able to pull them in and out appropriately. Now this one you see here, I have going on the outside. So more like this. And I can cover up that adhesive that I mistakenly exposed. And then I'm going to put these leaves in the back of that flower. And because I already put adhesive there, I might need to pull that up a little bit. So that is what we're going for. I'm going to pull that up just so I can place these in the pocket. Let me go ahead and get some adhesive going here toward the bottom, and make sure that I've got where they look. Okay, now I'm going to add, oops, I've got a couple pieces left. I'm going to do the same thing I did the last time. We used the darker versions of these, and I'm going to just do a little part of it here at the base of where these little leaves come together, just to give it a little pop. All right, so now I'm going to go in over here. And let's pull on these a little bit so that they look pretty. And then we'll go like this. All right, so that's kind of the look. You've got like a little bouquet up here in the corner of this card. That one's hanging over a bit, but that's now we're good. And now I'll just add the happy birthday. So this is the hard part because we don't want to lose our tittle, but your happy and your birthday should come out just fine. And we can poke out these little middle pieces. And then we'll do our happy birthday. Now you see how the D comes up between the two P's. I'm gonna, if that tittle will stay in there, I'm gonna leave it in there till the bitter end. Because the way I'm losing things, I broke a bathroom mirror today, like a standing mirror that's in my bathroom. So that was how my morning started. All right. Oops, I didn't poke out the middle part of the B. I will engage the my tweezers for this. I'm going to add the birthday first instead of the happy because I want to make sure that my Y, and I'm just dotting. If you use a precision point adhesive, some people want to use it as a pen because it looks like a pen. It looks like a marker. But I find, and I've found since Creative Memories came out with these, goodness knows when, that it works better if you dot it. Okay, so now I'm going to kind of flip it over and lay that down without too much mess, hopefully. And now I'm glad because my Y is on there. Now I can go ahead and add the happy above it. I'm going to go ahead and add this tittle here. I forgot to mention that this paper pack was from one of the totally tonals, but it's the pumpkin one, which I think is still available. It really has a variety of oranges if you find that you need to add some oranges to your stash. They're really pretty. Well, you've seen because we've used them in this card. And then I've paired them with the different greens based on these embellishments that came in the teal floral pack, which is a bundle available right now. So you can get all the colors. I just use the teal and they all come with this greenery. And then they all, like the teal obviously comes with teal flowers, but you can get a bundle right now as part of the promo. And you get 6 packs and then you get a bonus sticker thing. It was part of a promo from a while back. Oh, thanks, Bren. Okay, so I think my happy and my birthday might be a little crooked, but that's okay. Now it's time for us to add our epoxies, okay? So let's check out our epoxy. Like I said, we've got 4 different varieties, and we've got small and we've got big. And we've got 5 cards. Now, this card doesn't use any of the epoxies, so we can just take that one away. Now, these are what we have that need to be epoxied. So I used the light blue and a couple of the dark blue on here. I used the large and small dark blue, or larger dark blue and light blue on here. I used the teal and the spotted ones on here because the spot actually matches those. And then I used the teal and the dark blue on here. All right, so let's just start. Let's see, I used one big one. I think I have a thing where I try to, use odd number embellishments. And kind of cluster them together. I didn't want to use, let's see. So I'm going to start with 5 on here for right this second. And then let's see, we'll move to this one. This one I just used the spotted and the teal. So I think I used pretty much all, this is where I use the majority of the teal with the little dots in it. I'm going to kind of lay those in here first. And then I'm going to add in a couple of these other teal just for variety. One at the top and one at the bottom. Oh, I need to add another one in here because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got those in there. And then let's see. Oh, we need to do this one. So I did okay, so what I did was, if your little center of this flower is exposed, I added that to the center. Now this one kind of isn't exposed. Maybe I can turn this one so that it is exposed, because if we're going to use it, let's see, without ripping anything. Come on, work with me. I'm going to have to add some adhesive because I just ripped off the adhesive. Let's see. Kind of want to expose that since I used it. And then let's see, I used the kind of lighter teal on there. So wherever you need to fill in some space, I didn't put any in the white area, but at this point, just kind of do what makes you happy. And then on this one, let's see, I just kind of used the light and the dark, which, since there was no blue in this card, I actually was like, is that gonna work? But the colors, really work together, I find, because they're just so bright. And isn't it funny how the different colors look on the different the epoxies really pick up the colors that are on the card. I'm just having a hard time finding my words today. I need to add another one of these, maybe just down here. Okay, now I still have some left, so I can go in here. Let's see, I've got some more speckly ones, so let's add another one here. I like to use all of them when I can so that I don't have these random little random amounts of stickers left. Is it, you know what I mean? Where you're like, ugh, what am I going to do with this one, sticker I have left? So I'm just epoxying these things right up. Sometimes I have a hard time just sticking it down. All right, that's it. I used them all. Alrighty, well, let's see. I've got doubles of some out here. I guess that'll do it for this month. Get them all out here. These are what we made. And if you want to join, if you're local and you missed it and you didn't get a kit, you can always purchase a kit at DaytonaAreaScrapbooking.com, or you're welcome to join us tonight at Jimmy Hula's in Port Orange. You can purchase a kit there and make them with us. Come at 6:30 if you want to have food. I will be eating, so I'll probably get there just a little before 6:30 so I can grab some food, and then we will have some make some cards together. I have another kit for me, so I'll be making another kit there, and I'll have my samples. And of course, if you have any questions while we're there, you can ask me while we're together. And hopefully, I mean, not hopefully, I know we're gonna have a scrappy time. All right, well, hopefully everybody is still on here. I'm going to go ahead and do our drawing. Let's see. Thanks, everyone, for being on here and your sweet compliments. I'm glad that you enjoyed the class. Let me go ahead and change this camera so that I'm back in here. Hello. All right, now we can find out who our lucky winner is, and I will put that right into your Creative Memories account so that you can spend it and use it on the promo. Casey, oh, Casey said she had to bust out of here early. Is she still here? Are you still here? Or did you have to leave early tonight? You said you had to leave early. I think you meant early from here, but maybe you had to hop to something at 1. Are you still there, Casey? Casey? I know there's a little bit of a delay, so I don't want to hop and draw the next person until I know that she's really not here. All right, I think Casey had to hop out early. She might have had another work call. So going once, going twice. Okay, we're drawing again. Linda, congratulations. Linda, are you still on? Hopefully Linda's still on. Or either that or we're going to have some kind of record of the amount of times that we're drawing. Don't anyone leave. Linda, are you here? Oh boy. We might have lost Linda too. All right, drawing again. We will keep drawing till we have a winner. Oh, Linda's on. Linda's on. Linda's on. She texted me. I'm on. All right. I didn't see her in there, but she texted me that she is on. So congratulations, Linda. Got your text. There you are. She probably had to get to her phone and figure out how to comment. So congratulations, Linda. You are the big winner. And I appreciate all of you being on here today. And until I see you again, stay scrappy, my friends. Bye-bye.